This could be the calm before the storm. And when I'm talking about a storm for CRO and for crypto overall, I'm talking about giant green candles. That's what we're all hoping for. That's what we want to see. It's what we've been waiting for in the crypto market because we've already seen a spectacular move for Bitcoin. We've seen the beginning of a spectacular move for Ethereum, and there's a good chance that Ethereum could be breaking through a key level, sending altcoins higher. And I say it's the calm before the storm because it seems like a lot of people are very calm right now. Like, not a ton of very bullish activity going on. It seems like retail is quiet. People aren't excited about crypto. Somehow, some way, people aren't as excited about crypto as maybe we should be because of all these very bullish factors that are going on in the crypto space. Let's talk about CRO in this video, guys, and why we could be seeing a big surge sooner rather than later for this altcoin. And of course, we'll talk about potential lower levels as well. Please note, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing here is financial advice. We talk about crypto news every day on this channel. Let's turn on your notification bell, subscribe to the channel for more content, and let's get on into it. So if you've been paying attention, we've seen a lot of updates from the CEO of Crypto.com, like him shaking hands with the president. And most recently, July 21st. Keep in mind, guys, that's like 10 days ago. They announced this big media company from the president purchase of $2 billion worth of Bitcoin for the treasury. Crypto.com was working with them on this purchase. But we haven't seen anything in 10 days. Again, the calm before the storm. Not a lot of news. But as we've seen, big news just happens to come out of nowhere. When this announcement was made that Crypto.com was partnered with this, that announcement was made a while ago, but when this purchase came through, and Chris reminded everybody about this move from Crypto.com being the entity allowing and helping this presidential media company, the president's family business, should I say, to acquire this Bitcoin, it helped make CRO one of the top movers over the last 7 days. It's up 14%. It's pretty darn good over the last 7 days. It's been rallying, sitting at 14 cents today. You gotta like where CRO is sitting right now. Now, we did have a little bit of red candle action happening on this weekly candle a little bit lately because we saw the FOMC meeting yesterday. And as we saw that FOMC meeting yesterday, we saw the total market cap bounce again off this trend line. We saw Ethereum spook a little bit to the downside off of this trend line we've been eyeballing. And we saw Bitcoin dominance shoot up a little bit, and it still is actually holding strong. Altcoins are a little stalled out as of now, and Bitcoin is kind of facing resistance here. So what the fear was yesterday that Fed Powell was going to crash the market, and he did. But Bitcoin found a recovery off that $15,000 price level. We got into the high 15s, okay, barely below $116,000 for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's holding strong, and Ethereum is holding tremendously strong as well. Now, I want to talk about why there could be a potential bullish storm coming that could drive this weekly candle green for CRO and maybe bring CRO much higher past to the 25-cent level and much higher, eventually getting to that dollar price level that we all want for CRO and even higher prices. You know, note XRP is coming back. It bounced off $3 yesterday, a very key psychological level for XRP as well. What is the big catalyst today? There's a calm before the storm. Why is the storm coming? Well, I want to talk about this, guys. Ben Cowan is a skeptic when it comes to altcoin seasons. And this is a chart that we need to discuss. He has discussed how Ethereum was going to, quote, go home to this massive trend line that he had drawn in this green ribbon for a long time. I think that was the 200-day moving average. Bull market support band is what he calls it. I forget exactly what the technical level was on it. And we came down to it, and we tested it exactly as this guy's been predicting. Now, this is one of the best crypto analysts that I've seen in the space. And now, what's interesting to me is at a time where we're not really having rate cuts yet, where we are coming into August and September, historically kind of bearish months for crypto, where we are kind of getting to the end of what should be a bull market. Historically, this bull market should end in October or November of 2025, just based on the length of these bull markets in the past. At this very moment in time, this man who's been not afraid to be bearish is quite bullish. Ethereum should break $4,000 since it went home. This is his prediction right now. When asked, what if it needs to go deeper home before it breaks 4K? His response was, my guess that the next time it goes back home, it'll be after it goes to new all-time highs. That's a really, really bold claim to say that he believes it's going to go new all-time highs before it goes home again, okay? Which makes sense to me, because should we really expect Ethereum to come back down to the $2,000 price level? I think that's a stretch. If we're going into this bull market and this blow off top, this the calm before the storm of green candles that I'm talking about, it should be happening sooner rather than later, which means Ethereum should be breaking $4,000. And a lot of people, including Ben and, a lot of folks in the crypto space, think that it is time for Ethereum to do that. If Ethereum can truly break through this level and break through the $4,000 price level, it would mean Bitcoin dominance would likely start to come back down, and altcoin season could start to happen, which means CRO coin could start to surge. Now, if you guys want to do some trading on this volatility where we're seeing moves in these crypto markets like crazy, you could sign up for Blowfin, you could sign up for Bit2Next. I got affiliates in the description of this video, exchanges that you can check out where you could do copy trading, demo trading, spot trading, futures trading. You could do leverage. You can do a lot of different things. Check those out in the description down below. To trade the volatility of these markets, you have to do your own research in this space, guys, but look at all the chop we've had for CRO coin as just an example. Since 2023, we've gone to 12 cents, back down to 6 cents, up to 20 cents, back down to 6 cents, up to 23 cents again, back down to 6 cents again, and here we are at almost 15 cents. These volatile moves are trading opportunities. Ethereum has presented a ton of them. Pepe has presented a ton of them. I've been looking for a potential bounce off this 401 level. Pepe, if Ethereum doesn't break through that, might not, if Ethereum breaks through 4,000, like CRO, which I'm expecting to rally, Pepe could rally as well. Altcoins in general could start to rally. But as for CRO, my next level to the upside is right at about 19 cents, 18, 19 cents. After that, I'm looking at about 25 cents for a potential level right at the top of these wicks right here at these candles. To the downside, is it possible we come back down to the 8 cent level again? The only way we come back down to the 8 cent level again for CRO in my mind is if we see ETH revisit this $2,500 level. Now, that is not ETH coming home like Ben Cowan's talking about, but that would be a serious retracement for Ethereum. Is something like that possible, where we see Ethereum come down another 35% before a bull market? It's possible, but we don't really want to see it, okay? And a lot of analysts are thinking it is time for that bull market. The only problem I see is the Fed rate cuts still getting delayed, though we might see one come in September. And if we have to wait till September to see this big rally, so be it. I am prepared. I think that looking at the history of these cycles, looking from the lows to the highs, from here to here, that is about 1,060 days. From here to what the potential high could be, looking at 1,060 days, that brings us to October of 2025. It's always been this 1,060 days from these lows to these highs, about 1,070, 1,060 days. That brings us to October of 2025. So if Ethereum is going to break through this level and we want to see that CRO explosion, what I'm saying is I think it has to happen soon. Or else, maybe we're going to some kind of extended rally and these 4-year cycles as we've known them historically are over, which is possible. But I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts in the comments down below? Again, if you guys want to do some trading, check out the affiliates in the description. Free sign-up bonuses when you do sign up. If you want to check those out to take advantage of in the description, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, do your own research, my friends, and we'll keep the content coming. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. Until next time, folks. Peace.